Yeah, that's fine. Hey, continue.
Hey, all right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Next Level Lifestyles, where we feature various realtors, locations, and lifestyles worldwide. Today, we have none other than Lewis Martins, who's the broker owner of Remax Synergy in Brockton, Mass. Welcome, Lewis.
Thank you, Cheryl and Alexa. I appreciate you guys having me, and you guys look beautiful today.
Oh, you're too kind.
I must say, your smile is amazing.
Thank you.
It really is. It's like $1 million smile.
Well, it costs almost that much, but worth it.
So you know what? That means that's a good return on investment. If it didn't cost $1 million, but you look like $1 million, that's a good ROI.
The last 2019 and 20, while I was having the procedure done, all my listing appointments went like this. So you want to sign here? Had no teeth in my mouth.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Lewis. And you're still the king of real estate.
I'm still
toothless,
trying to.
Gorgeous smile, whatever it is. You're just here to help people and serve people. And that's why everyone loves you.
Yes, exactly.
And that being said, I have a little bio I want to share for anyone that has not had the pleasure yet to meet Lewis. So he's been a broker owner with Remax Synergy in Brockton, Mass, and in real estate for 20 years. He got his broker's license in 2005, just more for knowledge and education. But just in 2017, he decided to use it and open up his own brokerage. Last year alone, he sold 147 homes, you guys. That is freaking unbelievable. Since 2016, he has sold 282 homes. And I'm almost can guarantee that since
782.
782 people. Listen, since he sent me the bio, he sold another 100 houses. This is how good this guy is. Okay. Like Lewis is the king of real estate.
I feel like we're at an auction. The number keeps on going up.
Put me on one of those dating auctions for a night or something, see if I can draw a couple bucks.
I wish we were live. We'd have like really great audience participation. They'd be all about it. And you know who else is all about it? Lewis has 30 agents. He has an office manager, a transaction coordinator, a marketing coordinator, you name it. And he's all about making sure that everyone knows that he's here to help them achieve their real estate dream of homeownership. And that is what he takes most pride in. Outside of real estate, he's a family man. He enjoys playing sports with his son and staying active in the Brockton community. Lewis, I want to wish you a belated happy Father's Day. I saw the cutest photo of you and your son. And welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me. You know, I didn't think there was that much interest in my life. So I'm here to share it with you.
Oh my gosh.
And listen, so you are such a success. I actually read a post that you had that was posted actually June 24th, 2014. And you sort of went through what your story was.
Yeah, I went through a large patch of my life where I lost out on 3 years. But that's why I'm here today, because I either had the chance to give up or I had the chance to move forward and fix the mistakes that I made. And I chose to move forward and fix all my mistakes and do things better when it came down to it. So I broke my leg, as you guys know. I talked to you guys years ago. So I had a bad case of drunkenitis at a bar one night, and I fell and broke my ankle, and I thought it was just a quick little break, but then it turned into 3 years gone in my life and 9 more surgeries, which kind of pushed me out of real estate for a little bit. But it gave me time to reflect on what the hell was I doing? You know what I mean? Like, where was my life going? I had 0 investment property. You know, I had basically no money in my bank account when everything happened. And it was just like, ugh, I'm back to ground one again. I'm starting over, all over again, and literally starting over. I let my license expire. So back in 2011, once the walking boot came off from Boston Medical Center, this was like August, they took the boot off. They said, yeah, you're good to go. I got a job at Chili's in West Bridgewater. The day I left Boston Medical Center, I drove to West Bridgewater Chili's, got a job as a cook. I worked the fry later system, pretty cool. You know, dunking the fries in, right? But that's what this paycheck is. So I saved it. I don't know if you can see it because
you disappeared.
Oh.
Hold
on one second, fix that. I made $13 an hour,
Wow.
40-hour week, 520 gross pay, 416 take home pay for the week. So I saved that to remind myself, if you don't work hard, you can go back to work at Chili's.
There you
That could
go.
be your life. That's all you want. That's all you're good enough for. And there's nothing wrong with working at Chili's. You can make a good life if you don't require a lot of things to make you happy working at Chili's. You know, and at that time, I didn't need anything except for a place to sleep to make me happy. So it was all I needed and all I wanted. But I knew eventually I was gonna get back into real estate, and that was just one of the groundworks to taking the steps I needed to. It wasn't enough, so I ended up getting a second job working overnight at Gillette in South Boston, packing the razors for people to shave their faces, right? So I did that, 10:30, leave Chili's, get to South Boston by 11:30, start my midnight shift, get home at 7:30, go to sleep, wake up, repeat for 7 months until I had enough money to get my real estate license back, pay 4 months worth of bills ahead of myself, so that way I can wait till that first commission check comes in and just take care of all my other bills. I had car payments and I had to catch up with the repo man, you know what I mean? So there was a lot going on, you know? My car was parked a mile away from my house. I had to walk home a mile so that way they wouldn't find the car in my house. You know, there's a lot of crazy things I had to do just to get to this point now.
God bless you.
And then once I got back into real estate, I quit both jobs and I just jumped in right away, like no fear. I knew what I could do, and just a matter of, all right, it's 2012. It's going to be a couple of years before you get going, but let's start doing the things we need to do. And I did my own mail outs, I did my own postcards, I did my own door knocking, I did my own cold calling. Took out all my buyers on appointments, I went to all my own listing appointments. I sat down with every buyer for credit repair, and I sat down with every seller that needed to get to wherever they were going. Literally 16-hour days, me and my mortgage broker. That's why I only have one mortgage broker, because he was the only person willing to work with me side by side all those days, splitting our lunches, because that's all we could afford. You know what I mean? So me and George DeSantos, Total Mortgage, that's my guy. Nobody else I need, nobody else I want to talk to or work with. But you don't really have that many loyal people that you can count on like that, especially where you have lost touch with somebody like that. Like me and George, we haven't talked in like 8 years. You know, his sister and my sister are best friends. You know, the day that I ran into him, I was just going to get a freaking turkey sandwich from Owen O'Leary's so I can make it through the day. And George is sitting in his office, Liberty Lending, by himself in a dark space because they couldn't afford the lights. And I'm like, what are you doing here? He goes, just trying to get some mortgages happen. I'm like, hey, I got a plan. I need a mortgage broker. I've called 10 people and nobody returned my calls and nobody wants to work with me for whatever reason. I was like, but I know your sister and I know you already did mortgages. So if you want to work with me, you can work with me. He said, yeah, sure, I'll work with you. But then I go, well, one thing is, do you have Facebook? And he goes, no, I don't have Facebook. That's for kids. I said, no. If you want to work with me, you got to have Facebook. I told you I have a plan, so you got to get a Facebook. So I set up his Facebook page and everything. And here we are now, 7,000 followers later on our Facebook page and doing hundreds of plus sales a year. You know, now it's, to me, this is like a job. Doesn't even feel like I'm selling real estate because every day I do the same thing. You know, and it's fun now. You know, it wasn't fun before having to scrape for deals. Now the deals just come, which is great. I listed 2 houses before we even started this podcast. And one lady's in Maryland and I haven't even seen the house yet. She's going to overnight me the keys tomorrow, but I listed it. That's how easy it is now. It's just, to me, it's weird how it got to this point so quick. I thought it was going to take a lot longer.
It's amazing. I mean, I think you're such an inspiration to people. So, I mean, really, what is your message to people who could have been in a similar situation as you?
It's a lot easier to give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Bless you, Louis.
It's a lot easier to give up.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Man, do you feel the hug I'm giving you right now?
I'm feeling like goosebumps all around my body right now. I don't know, every time I talk about this, I get all teary-eyed.
You're literally, I'm gonna cry.
I don't want to be teary-eyed. I want to be happy where I came from, where I got to. You know, but to me, it's like I haven't even accomplished anything yet. I have so many more things I want to do. That's why I'm here every day.
Dude.
The owner of the company that makes the most sales and the most money is the first one in the office and the last one to leave, still to this day.
That's right.
You know, I only go on vacation when it's a conference that's booked or I have something planned. But other than that, you'll find me here every single day of the week. Last night I got done at 8 p.m. You know, that's what it takes. You got to work hard every day. You can't give up because you didn't get anything today. You didn't get a lead today. Nobody called you today. Go out there and start calling people, start door knocking. Make it happen for yourself. Try to get just one person to talk to you every day. 365 people say yes to talking to you every year. That's 365 potential clients. And if you only close 10% of them, that's 37 deals. That's a great year. Especially if the average commission is like $7,000, that's $225,000 a year. But people are scared to talk to everybody every day.
That's right.
They get discouraged from yesterday, too many no's. So today they're just gonna go to the beach. They can watch the whole second season of Friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch TV.
Ditto, bro. Lewis, can
You-
I ask, with someone that has so much drive, like what's your why, right? Like, is it the people you're serving? Is it, your pride in home ownership, like you mentioned, like in your bio? Like, what drives you?
So for me, it's not being able ever, I'm sorry, not ever being in that position again where I couldn't even help myself,
That's right.
right? It's a peace of mind knowing that if I wake up tomorrow and I don't sell a house, I'm still going to eat something for lunch, right?
Yeah.
I still have something to give to my son. I have 3 kids, and those first 2 kids, I felt like I let down when everything happened, that I didn't have a pot to piss in. Like, what was I here for then? I'm just living my life, living your best life and forgetting about all your responsibilities. That's basically who I was 12 years ago.
Wow. This is so beautiful.
So for me, I have 9 brothers and a sister, right? I have 9 brothers and a sister. They all need help. And of course, when you're in real estate, you probably make the most money in your family. So who do they turn to for help? I had to go help my brother a couple months ago in Texas because he has PTSD and all that craziness from the military. But he went missing. And what did I do? I took the next flight to Texas the next day, went to Texas for 2 weeks, dropped my business, but no one else in my family could do that. I'm happy that I'm able to help him to be able to do that, because what would be happening with all those Army guys missing in Fort Hood?
Wow.
One of those guys, but I'm glad that I can be able to help, and it's not any weight on my shoulders if somebody needed something that I could give, because it's not going to hurt me to give it. You know, I just want to be homeless either. That's not one reason. Don't ever want to be homeless again.
Louis, that's beautiful. I really, oh my gosh, I just love how authentic you are. Like anyone that's like this conversation, like this is just Louis, right? Like just such a good human, just a great soul, just wants to help people. And you know what? I hate to say it. I
Thank
have
you.
chills. No, it's true. I have chills, but our pain is our purpose, right? We each go through things in our lives, and like God or the universe, whatever you believe in, like I believe that we're given the lessons that, so it's not that we need to learn a lesson, it's that our journey is to overcome so that way we can then help others, right? Because like I have chills, oh my God, like you are inspiring me so much. And it's like I think that we each have like little things that happen in our lives that maybe, okay, propel us to the next chapter, but it's like you literally have created such an incredible like community, and a community of agents and clients, and like, look at that smile. It's like you have done so much, and you've helped so many people, and you know what, you're holding space for people to tell your story, so that what, maybe they don't have to hit that bottom. Maybe they can just like hear the story and it inspires them to just like, wow, I thought I had a tough day. You know what I mean? Or like, wow, like I should be grateful for what I have, and lead with, being grateful, and lead with love, and like to try to help others and to pay it forward. So bless you.
Thank
You
you.
are such a blessing. And I'm so thankful,
Thank you.
to
So
have
I
you in
tell
my
all my
life.
agents the same thing. I tell them, like, the problem is with real estate, right? And there's a lot of the agents that are listening to this right now do the same way. They got into real estate to make money, and they usually never make money because that was their focus, was to make money. I train my agents, and I've already fired 32 people in 4 years. I would have had 64 people here if I kept them all. But those people only came to make money, and it didn't work out for them, didn't work out for the way I train, didn't work out for the way I teach. I tell them, hey, focus on doing a good job, because that's what you got the license for. Do a good job, and guess what happens? You get paid, right? So I try to go above and beyond and do a great job for everybody. And guess what? I get rewarded with a paycheck in the end, to the point where I've gotten a real estate paycheck every week since 2016. I've gotten a commission check.
See,
5 jobs, you do great. They reward you with what? More money, more free time off, right? It's the same thing. It's just we're in a different world. We have to create our own wealth basically by just doing a great job. Stop being lazy, not answering your phone or responding to your email in a timely manner. And I know life happens. We could be at that party, but I still respond to the email in my party.
That's
You know what
it.
I mean? We're all on our
Absolutely.
phones. You see the notification come in, just respond. What's the worst thing they can do? Say, yeah, I want to buy it. Let's meet tomorrow. But just do a
So,
good job for people.
right. So you're always on, in other words, right? You're always on.
I'm always working. I could be at a party, weddings. I've been working at weddings. I work the wedding. Bring your cards to the wedding, right?
You're like, hey, I'm
I'm
here.
always in work mode because what's the point? You got a license. You're only going to work when you're in your office.
Listen,
The
the
whole
bet
point is
Well,
to meet
no, we don't go to our
we
offices
don't go to an
anymore,
office.
right?
The
I'm
the
here every
bet
day. I have to be in here. I got my vision board behind me. I got everything I need. I have to be in here to work, and then I go out. So I'm in here
That's
probably like 6 hours a day, right? And then the other 6, I'm probably out there on my phone posting and meeting clients. But 6 hours a day, I'm in my office every
yeah.
day.
What if I'm not out on the road shaking hands and kissing babies? I'm in my office, right? And it's like, it's funny because what you said like struck a chord where it's like you're always on. You're always like literally. I hit a high in my career. I just bought a Tesla yesterday, and guess what?
Nice.
Yeah. I go and I pick it up and I'm talking to everyone. I'm like, oh my God, what's your story? Oh, by the way, I help you. Thank you for helping me. If I can help you in real estate, you just let me know. So I'm like telling this joke now that I made like so many relationships at Tesla that I got like a Tesla for free. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah,
Right.
like it was
Right.
like, just like bring me anywhere. And I just want to talk to people to see how I can help them. Right. And it's
Right.
like, that's what it is. It's like the heart of a like of someone that wants to serve. It's like, why would I not want to respond to these people that want my help? Right.
Right.
You think about the family. Oh, like, oh, they have a family they want to move, or they, they need a downsize. Someone just passed away and it's like emotional. Like that's an honor. It's an honor to serve. It's hard work, but it's an honor.
Yeah, and we don't always get the easiest clients. Everyone's got different needs, and some people are more needy than others. And you got divorce cases, and one party doesn't want to even talk to you or makes you go out of your way to help them. It's like customer service. You got to just do it, suck it up, and do it. Who cares? Yeah, they suck and whatever. But I've had to drive 2 hours to get this signed. I'm driving 2 hours to get it signed. Like whatever, it's the job. That's what you signed up for.
You do.
They're all going to be slam dunk deals. They're not all be cash buyers, no home inspection.
Close in 2 days. No.
Right?
So speaking of the market, right? So for anyone that does not know your area that you serve, what can you share with us as far as like the opportunity, the market? Listen, you are a go-to, right? And we just want to position you with our audience. So that way, listen, Lewis is your guy. So
So
can you,
Brockton is the city of champs. Right, it's home to Rocky Marciano and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. We also have a professional baseball team, the Brockton Rocks, plays there usually 4 nights a week. Right, we have an art museum. We have a lot of community events that go on. I take part in all of them. The Cape Verdean Pride Day and the Rainham Pride Day and the Boys and Girls Club stuff, and the YMCA stuff, and we have tons of basketball courts and parks and great schools. My son loves the school that he goes to, and they're trying to move him up a grade, and I just want to keep him
wow,
up to stay normal with the other kids, But this is a great community. We have a lot of turnover though. So you don't have people that are here 40, 50, 60 years like the suburb communities. But I'd say like 30% of the Brocktonians have been here more than 10, 15 years. And the rest, 3, 4, 5 years, it keeps turning over. But it gives you a chance to meet a lot of new great people all the time, because there's such an influx of people. And we have the subway station that makes it a quick commute to Boston, 15 minutes. And now they're extending that down to New Bedford. So it's going to be even more crazy real estate market here in Brockton. I think our average price right now for a single family home is 380, when in 2012 it was 180. So 10 years it's 200,000 plus or whatever. It's crazy, but it's still more affordable. We're more affordable than all the towns that surround us. That's what makes us desirable. And on top of having all the great people, um, that's why I still live here. I grew up in Dorchester and I moved to Brockton in '89, and I have no desire to leave. You know, I don't do anything wrong, so I'm not scared of the people that are doing the wrong stuff. And that's where we get our bad juju from. but every town's got their bad apple. It just needs a lot more good apples to scare away the bad apples. That's all it is.
That's right.
But I love the city. I love the people. We have a great community, strong, a lot of local venues to go to the bars and pool and things like that. And we have a skate park now. My son loves skateboarding. So yeah, it's up and coming. I feel like we're going to be like the next Cambridge in the next 10 years. Right now, my neighbor sold this house for 685, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, it's time for me to sell. I've only been up for 3 years. Yeah. There's pockets in Brockton that are just like Sharon and Milton, where you can buy $700,000-800,000 houses that people just don't think exist because they are used to the inner city part of Brockton.
So
But
talk to us a little bit about like the types of homes that you would get. So are there apartments? Are there townhomes, single family?
so we have a very, very large amount of multifamily buildings, and they can range from 2 families up into 50-unit buildings, which that's a majority of the market here, because we have a lot of renters. The single families are more on the outskirts. They'll be scattered in the inner city part here and there. But we do a lot of multi-sales, but the residential sales where the first-time buyers are coming in, a lot of them are buying 2-family homes and renting out the second unit to a family member or a friend to help offset their mortgage. So it's a great place to get started. Anybody that's bought in here has always made money, has always made out. I had a friend from Bridgewater, who was a suburb town. She didn't want to move to Brockton because all her friends told her, don't move to Brockton, blah, blah, blah. It's bad. It's this, it's that. She came in 2014. I sold her house last year in August. She made $200,000+, paid off all her student loans. Then we built her a nice, fabulous house in East Bridgewater that she still had enough money to put 20% down.
Yeah.
I told her, go ask your friends, did your house do that for you 5 years ago?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so sometimes people don't understand too is we as real estate agents, we have to be like their life coach a little bit,
Mhm.
right? I don't just talk to them when it's about the sale, right? I check in with them. Hey, don't forget to turn off your outside spigots. Winter's coming soon. Any reason I get a chance to talk to them, I'm going to message them all. I'm going to call them all. I'm going to send them an email, right? And that's how I stay in contact. That's how they call me back to sell and buy another house, because it's not just one sale with me. I want to sell your kids their house.
That's right.
I want to sell your grandparents' house when he passes. Hopefully he stays a long time, but when he passes and we all die, I
Yeah.
want that sale too.
It's lifelong relationships. It's lifelong clients, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what, surprisingly, when I first started, I was the agent that never talked to you after the sale was over. So like I said, I analyzed everything that I did that was the wrong way to do it and just changed everything. Everything.
Love it. Relationships
I'll go.
over
Roll and
transactions.
burn and turn them. Sell, go, sell, go. I did 47 transactions my first year in real estate.
Damn.
So it was just always just go, go, go. And if you were in real estate, I don't know, you were there probably 20 years ago. There's no GPS, right? It was print out your MapQuest directions or have a big yellow book in your trunk, right? And everybody wanted to drive with you in your car to the appointment, right? There's none of that going on right now. So you have to switch everything up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks so much for sharing with that.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
What's that?
Anything else you'd like to share with us and our audience?
So this is my motivation. So you can see the date.
Oh, 08, right?
01.
01. Okay. Oh,
This is my first commission check ever.
Wow.
That's Pete's dad up here, Frank Middleton Realty.
No way.
Yeah, I saved it. I made a copy of it and I saved it all these years.
Oh.
But that's all it took to motivate me, because I thought I was rich when I got this check. I said, if I get one of these every week, sky's the limit. I didn't get another check for like 3 months. That was my first sale. I sold this house. So I got licensed on August 15th, 2001, which anniversary is coming up. I sold this house on August 16th.
Wow.
I put this house under a contract the day after I got my license.
No.
Yeah, 100% true story. I'm going to have my office manager on August 16th. We're going to do a Facebook Live, and he's going to tell the story of my first sale.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
After. And I also have this as a motivation, This was my handicap placard for when I wasn't able to walk.
Mm.
It's my mugshot. It's so
Wow.
scary.
Yes.
So it stays hanging up in my office. 'Cause like I said, you screw up, you mess up, you lose focus, and you can lose everything again. You know, so I'm just
It's
taking it
true. It's
one
so
day at a time. Everyone's in a rush to get their dream home, vacation homes, and all these vacation stuff, but it takes time. You know, don't do it just because life's short and you might not be here next year. Do it when you're ready to do it and you're financially stable and you're not going to put any stress on your bank account or your family because you want to, take a big chunk of their life out with you, so just stay
Hey,
working.
that's the value of a realtor right there, right? Someone that's a guide, someone that wants to help, right? And like you said, you kind of analyze your life, like where was I going wrong? Like, no, it's relationships over transactions, right? Like
Right.
that's the shift. And you know what? It's like, I'm so sorry for everything you've been through, but I'm so thankful for the man that's sitting here on the Zoom with us. Again, I have chills again, but it's like the amount of impact that you have, like, is just incredible. And it's like, now you're like, as a broker, you have all these agents that you're helping. And like, like you said, you have 30 currently, you ask 32 or whatever to leave because they're not the right fit. They're not feeling like, not into like
They're not
your,
hustlers. I want hustlers here. I
that's
want people that
right.
understand the game, want to play the game the right way, and just hustle every day. And I've
Yep.
taken agents like we did, which to me is still not good. Like it was the numbers not good enough. We did 100 million in sales last year as a whole office, and to me that's not
Wow.
good enough for the amount of people that we have. Because I say to them like, well, I did 28 million myself last year. Why aren't you doing that? Right? I felt like we should have done 700 million because I'm trying to lead by example. I'm here every day. I'm here long hours. I'm making phone calls. Why aren't you? I feel like
Yeah.
all you guys should be doing what I'm doing. So to me,
Drop the
100
mic.
million was a good year, but to me, it wasn't like a successful year, So
Well, that's why you're the king of real estate. Damn.
I
What
try. I got
100?
that nickname back in 2003
Mm,
at the Frank Middleton office because I put 20 properties under agreement in the month of June.
damn.
wow. Amazing.
We had like a contest that month. Like whoever got the most listings and sales would get money and this and that. So I was just like, oh, I can use the extra money. So I just grinded for a month. I wanted to make sure I got every award. And they were like, you did 20 transactions? I'm like, yeah, is that good? No one's ever done 20 transactions here. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, but can you do it again? I was like, probably not.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. Mom, when you were the broker owner, do you remember anyone ever doing 20 transactions a month?
Hell no.
Right? Like that's like some next level stuff right there. That's some next level stuff,
It
Lewis.
really is. I
And
mean,
then that's when I
amazing.
started getting heavily recruited by KW back in 03.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I bet you everyone was trying to recruit you.
It's a funny story because like not really because the office that I was at, this is where I got my bad reputation from, right? And I didn't know because when you first start in real estate, you go with the office you're in and you just think everything that they do is the way that it's done everywhere, right? I was 50-50 split, right? For
Oh
like
my
2 years, not knowing that people gave you more or anything like that. So I was like, whatever, I'm here. He gave me the chance. I'm just gonna work. If he wants to pay me more someday, great. If not, I'm happy making 100 grand on 50 transactions, which now it doesn't make sense. I lost a lot of money those years, right? But he would pay us an extra 5% if we didn't put it in the MLS. So it was
damn.
motivation for us to keep it off MLS to in-house sale it all the time and not co-broke it. And I didn't
Wow.
know that I was getting a bad reputation by doing that because it was an office exclusive.
You don't know what you don't know.
Don't know, I don't know. And then it hit on me one time when I had this listing that was for a month and nobody in my office could sell it. And I'm like, fuck the 5%. I'm like, I need to sell this so I can get some money. So then after that, I just put everything in MLS. Nothing ever not goes in MLS. I don't care who sells it. You co-broke or you go broke.
Ooh.
Absolutely. I love that. You're absolutely right.
Yep. That's it.
Oh,
On to the next one.
spoken from the king. Well, Lewis, where can everyone find you?
So you can find me on my Facebook page, Lewis Martins. You can find me on Snapchat, Brockton Bad Boy. You can find me on Instagram, The Real King of Real Estate. Or you can check out my Remax Energy Facebook page that has a little over 7,000 followers right now.
Pretty amazing, Lewis.
Or you can always email me at lewishelpme@yahoo.com. And I'm never opposed. I have probably, I don't know, like 50 or 60 agents from around the country that always ask me for help or questions or how to do something. I don't mind. It's a quick answer. You know, if I don't get to you right away, I'll get to you eventually.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Lewis, the king of real estate. Thank you so much for joining with us today.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on here. It's an honor. I feel special. You know,
You are
my
special.
story was great to be told yet. You know, I'm still a lot to accomplish, and I see you guys doing your thing over there, and hopefully we'll be seeing each other more often, right?
That's
Who
it.
knows what the future holds. But I miss you
Absolutely.
guys, and wish you
Yes,
guys
same
well.
here.
You know, I appreciate the opportunity again. Thank you.
Yeah, big hug. And your story is just, you're
Ear hugs.
amazing. You are amazing. Big hug. But
Oh my
yeah, and I'd
God.
be looking up at you, right? Because you're just so much
So
taller than me.
tall.
Yep.
Let's give a quick smile. You ready? Let's smile. 1, 2. And with that, Lewis, thank you so very
Thank
much.
you so much.
You're welcome anytime. I can't wait to see this online.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
You be
You guys have
well.
a good rest of your day.
You
Okay,
too.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. I love it.